Football teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully. Then go on to do our best in the next game. Follow this trail, boys. Let your opponents and teammates remember your name. Let play a role in the future of football.
With Kelme, leave your mark.
Football teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully. Then go on to do our best in the next game. Follow this trail, boys. Let your opponents and teammates remember your name. Let play a role in the future of football.
With Kelme, leave your mark.
Football teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully. Then go on to do our best in the next game. Follow this trail, boys. Let your opponents and teammates remember your name. Let play a role in the future of football.
With Kelme, leave your mark.
Football teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully. Then go on to do our best in the next game. Follow this trail, boys. Let your opponents and teammates remember your name. Let play a role in the future of football.
With Kelme, leave your mark.
Football teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully. Then go on to do our best in the next game. Follow this trail, boys. Let your opponents and teammates remember your name. Let play a role in the future of football.
With Kelme, leave your mark.
trying to put me down on the ground, but I haters be jealous, cause I'm the right in their minds. In their minds, swear with me, boy, don't go right in their minds. Come on, at me, boy, there's a fight in their minds.
Is the penultimate week, the very last week before the final match week, and it has never been more crucial today than any other day. This is Glenn Casas bringing the commentary, and today we have Tuloy FC versus Loyola FC. We are starting off our football weekend with a couple of good matches here today, and one of these matches is the one that we'll be watching today. Tuloy and Loyola, two teams who aren't really very far from each other as far as the quality is concerned. Pero pagdating nga naman sa positioning, medyo mabigat yan. But this week could not have been more important. Let's look at the matches that we have this week. I would like to direct your attention to the one at the bottom. Dynamic Herb Cebu versus Stallion Laguna FC. This is the match that could literally rock the lead, the championship. The result here would set the stage as to what would happen to next week's final week and how the standings would end up. Dynamic Herb right now needs to have this win against Stallion Laguna in order for them to keep the pressure coming in against the league leaders KFC. Now look at the standings right here. So Dynamic Herb Cebu is breathing down the necks of KFC. With a very slender lead, Kaya now leads the league with 1 point ahead of Dynamic Herb Cebu, 34 to 33.
After 12 matches played, and look at how the difference is with the results. Yan lang ang pinagkaiba. Kaya at the moment is still on a winning streak, or rather an undefeated streak. Meanwhile, Dynamic Herb has only lost once and had won every other single game. And right now, this is becoming a down-the-wire moment for both of these teams. Could be great, and a lot of factors coming in. But of course, let's go back to the attention here on this match. Tuloy versus Loyola. Ngayon, pag titignan natin sila, hindi sila masyado nagkakalayo. The previous results ng Tuloy is that they have a 4-2 loss against Menjola, a 1-3 defeat against Davao Aguilas, and a 7-1 drubbing by Stallion Laguna. But these teams are the veterans here. When it comes to facing off with teams of the same level, teams that have just recently joined the PFL, medyo kaya pa nilang sabayan, kaya nilang galingan. They have the ability to score, they have the ability to defend, and they are playing really, really good football. Dadako naman tayo ngayon sa kabilang team natin, si Loyola. And similarly to Tuloy, they have been, well, we really cannot call this team a newbie anymore. They have been around for a while. This is just their second resurgence in the league. And right now, the recent string of results also show that they are still having a lot of some hiccups getting to where they want to be. With a 6-0 drubbing from United, 1-7 from One Taguig, and they actually won the last one of their matches 4-1 against a veteran in Mendiola FC 1991. So as far as the results, the points are concerned, they're in a pretty good place, if you're asking me, but that does not guarantee them just at the moment, especially if we have other teams that are fighting for the top 10 position, and they are currently sitting at number 8. Well, looks like medyo malapit-lapit na rin na magsimula ang ating laro ngayon. And like I said, this week, the penultimate week, the week leading up to the final match week, napakabigat, napaka-importante na mga susunod na laro na to. We're not just talking about yung kung sino mananalo sa liga to. We're talking about a possible positioning with the possible season next year kung saan there's a possibility of a Division 2. And of course, yung kung saan sila mag-end up, the middle table teams, the results here could really prove something important for them. Well, let me take you back to the field here so that we could watch the match proceedings. And I'll be right back with you. Well, there you have it. Match proceedings done. Leading up to this game, there's a lot at stake. Match officials: Michael Barajas, assisted by Kim Zoren Abuel and Brian Beurgo. And fourth official, Clifford Daipuyat. Medyo magiging exciting din to. These teams right now have the capacity to score points, to score goals. They have the ability right now to put themselves in a better position para sa susunod na season. And it all rests on the remaining games at hand. None more so than this one that they have right in front of them. Loyola right now really with this aim to regain what they've lost as a team, as a veteran. And Tuloy, been around for a while, this team. But as far as top flight football is concerned, ito yung unang-una nila. 4-4-2 ang formation ng Tuloy ngayon. And there's only been one change here. Wala sa last game si John Levi Sahor. But then this is still the same kind of flavor that they have. Moving over to Loyola, 5 changes from their previous games have been put in right now. Some players from the last game aren't available, pero a lot of the players that they were missing the last game are here now. And this could be just right on time for them kasi they really need to hang on to that top 10 spot. At ngayon, medyo inaabangan na natin ang kickoff ngayon. Tuloy wanting to establish themselves. Loyola wanting to regain that thing that they lost. And we have kickoff here. Tuloy in their red shirts playing from left to right. And Loyola in the white playing from right to left. Kakasimula pa nga lang pero you could see Loyola now working on that high press. Kalukaran now with this throw-in. Aabang sa harap. Tried to get it to Ano but not gonna get there. Pero medyo they still have that ball and looks like Loyola may have gotten it in a good spot. But that poor pass means that it won't get to its intended destination, and now Loyola will have to start over at this opposite flank, and now they're moving right down that left flank here. Konting agawan bola pa rin. Trying to get that in control, JV Caloocaran, pero had to get that ball out, and now we have Tuloy with the throw. Tuloy known for keeping the ball on their ground thanks to their futsal roots and a very impressive program behind these kids. So this is a very big step for them, especially if they can find themselves in a better position para makapagsimula sila ulit next year. We have a corner here from Tuloy, taken quickly and low. Pero hindi aabot ang pasa doon. Looks like they want to go for a ground ball here, but they were intercepted by Loyola, and now Loyola might be on the run. Harada trying to get that ball. But Tuloy gets it back, and now they have another opportunity to attack. Skipper finding a pass here, trying to put that pass forward. We've got someone in front. Justin Lupango there, unable to get away from the keeper. Good job there from Coscuela. Mukhang Tuloy right now is putting some pressure against a side that we know have been building themselves from the ground up. So while this might be Loyola's first season in a while, hindi mo masasabi that their team has been inactive. They have been rebuilding from the ground up. But Tuloy, with that poor pass, Cyril Saut, a little bit offside there. And just enough for the referee to see. So now Loyola will have to go again, opting to move the ball diagonally here, pero hindi aabot doon sa kanan. Tuloy gets that ball back. Noti Nunez finding a back pass here. At mukhang aabante pa rin Tuloy, though, unable to make that pass. John Diaz not finding his target. But the referee has called for a foul here in favor of Tuloy, who now has played the ball quickly. Back pass from Siron South. All the way back to Michael Antilo Jr. Poor pass from him. Loyola gets it back, but they got dropped here. Tuloy now in an advantageous position. Laying that off on the left side. Can something happen here? It looks like it's an early goal. Wasting no time at all. Justin Lupango sweetly finding his spot right there after being laid off. A nice ball. And now they are at the advantage 4 minutes in. You do not write them off just yet because they might just be finding their way back up top here. Look at how this play has gone. Nicely done there by JL Halike. Ang ganda, mababa. Tamang-tamang palo lang. And then that finish. Yasten Lupango finding his way away from the arms of the keeper. Coscoluela can't do anything about that. And now that we go back to live action, Tuloy appears to look like they are in a good momentum right now. Mukhang ginaganahan sila ngayon. Paano sasagot dito ang Loyola? Trying to find his way out. Tried to move forward here, Caloocaran, but had to pass it back. Ball is now with Kobayashi. All the way back to the back line here. Wait. And now they really are just trying to find their way here and see where they could pass that ball through. They need to find an avenue to thread it through. Kasi medyo maganda nga ang positioning ngayon ni Tuloy. Tuloy gets to clean that up, passes it all the way back to their keeper. And the offensive restarts for them. Ooh, nicely done there to release out. May nagbabantay sa gitna. Could it be tapped in? Oh, what a win. What a miss. What a way to miss that one. John Levi Sahor. Almost an open net there. Just a defender to get away from. And he did manage to cleanly tap that ball in. Pero hindi niya tinitignan kung saan pupunta ang bola. Pero let's be honest here, that's easier said than done. Pero right now, that could have been the advantage that they were looking for. They were almost 2 goals up in just 8 or 7 minutes. Pero hindi pa nagtatapos ang opensiba. That's a good pass right there. Mauuna nga lang si Coscuela. At medyo finding their footing pa rin tong si Loyola while Tuloy has already shifted gears into their offensive. Loyola with that throw and trying to get it out, but they were screened. Looks like a good pass here forward by Tuloy. Yun nga lang, medyo alanganin, had to go back again. Nunez. Babalik sa backline. Capistrano. Lipat sa kanan. Tuloy. Still on this ball. South. Mukhang iko-cross ni South papunta sa gitna. No one to get there on the first touch. It goes back the opposite way and they are now trying to get it into the box again. Tuloy. Tuloy with an opportunity. South. And the second one. Cyril South doubling up for his team 8 minutes into this game. These boys are men on a mission here. Cyril South unguarded and had to just easily tap it in. Because Loyola, they're asking his defenders, what's going on here? Walang bantay. Ang layo ni Mauro Akot to even challenge him. That was a missed cue there for a spectacular one from John Levi Zahor. Pero napakaswerte na si Cyril South ay hindi umatras. He just waited for that ball. 8 minutes in, we are now 2-0 in favor of Tuloy, and they might not be done yet. Another Tuloy offensive is in the books here. And again, South is unguarded. They have to find a way to tap that or block that position for South. Hinahayaan lang nilang makatakas si South right down that flank. They really have to do something and quick, because I think this is the same kind of play that led to those 2 goals. An unguarded right flank from Loyola, and now a corner. Cyril South to make that delivery. And looks like they opted to go low here. Hindi na nila masyadong minamadali ang bola. Trying to play it around. Tuloy right into the box. An opportunity. And a third one. A brace for Justin Lupango. And right now we are seeing Tuloy opening the floodgates against the more veteran side in Loyola. And mind you, we are just 10 minutes into this game. There's still plenty of football to be had. But with the way the defense is working for Loyola, it might be tougher now. Look at that. Pass right there. Cyril South finding Lupango right down there. Not really very open, but still enough for him to be unbothered in making that attempt. Makakailang ulit pa ba bago nila maagapan ang kanang bahagi ng kanilang depensa? Loyola being the team that's in a better position than Tuloy, with just a few games at hand, less than 2, this is coming as quite a surprise. But then again, this is football, so you'll never know what's gonna happen, especially pag ganyang kalapit. Looks like the high pressure is paying off for Tuloy right now. Diaz able to snuff that away, but it is still Loyola's ball. Trying to get it farther. Ano could not get to it. Tuloy is going to clean that up, and they may be able to restart an offensive here up high. And a foul has been given to Tuloy's advantage. Looks like Wade here is the one at fault for that. Makakaabante na naman ang Tuloy mula dito. Nice passing game. Beautifully done, but poor pass there from John Lloyd Halike. Still, Tuloy able to recover. Ball into the box. Could that have been a fourth? That almost was. Loyola able to dodge a bullet that time, but they really need to step up their game, and could this be the one here? They managed to get a man free. But good defending from Tuloy. Great duel there, but Charlie Beaton could not get away. Medyo nag-pit stop saglit si Cyril South, changing tires. Parang Formula 1 lang. Because off to the races they go again, Tuloy. And losing that ball in a critical spot here, Tuloy had another opportunity with this shot. Oh, and a close one too. And again, John Levi Saor with another close opportunity from the 6-yard box. And that does not bode well for the Loyola outfit here. It appears that JV Kalukaran is on the ground. And the referee is calling for medical attention. Medyo maaga-aga pa, pero this is definitely a very bad sign right here. Even if he does get back on his feet, slight damage has been done already. And considering kung gaano kabigat ang magiging outcome nitong laban for Tuloy. Tuloy currently sits with 6 points in the league table at 13th place. Meanwhile, Loyola has 16 points to their name. That's coming off of 5 wins, 1 draw, and 6 losses to Tuloy's 2 wins, no draws, and 10 losses. And this is completely against the run of play. Tuloy again with that attempt. No go for that one. But you can see here who has more energy. As it stands, Tuloy could potentially be looking at the number 11th place here, with possession stats in their favor, 59-41. Looks like the beautiful football that Tuloy is playing is paying off right now and paying dividends too. Kaya ini-invite ko kayo, mga viewers natin, if you have the opportunity to try futsal, magandang foundation yan to get yourself into football. A bit of stoppage here by the referee. Kung pinapaulit yung throw. And now Loyola takes it again, but loses it quite early. And Tuloy again with an opportunity here. Vacancy on that left flank. Lupago again finding someone. Getting to Nunez here sa gitna. Nunez lays it off for his teammate again. Right into the box. No one there. Loyola tries to clean up, pero babalik pa rin sa Tuloy ang bola. That clearance was so poor. Nunez passes it back. Diaz loses the ball. Loyola now have the opportunity for a counter. Hindi pa nakakabalik ang karamihan ng players nila. Harada. Sinubukan niyang sumalaksak sa gitna. But Harada could not take the ball all the way in. And now a card has been issued with that offensive there. A little bit too rough from the Japanese. Let's look at this again. A lot of shirt pulling right there. But it was Diaz who actually suffered. And that was definitely within view of the referee, who did not hesitate to pull out a card from his pockets and put Harada in the books. And yun, medical attention na naman for the other side of the team. As it stands, Tuloy could be knocking at the doors of top 10 football here. If they can continue to keep this up with the goal difference that they have right now, they have enough to be ahead of Don Bosco Garelli, who's currently sitting at 11th. And we play again. Loyola tries to get it forward. It looks like they managed to. Here comes Harada, finding Ano right down the middle. Ano unable to get that touches in. But Loyola able to nick it back here. Babalik. All the way back. Wade. Kalukaran. Harada. Sa kaliwa. May mga nag-aabang sa gitna for Loyola. Back to Kalukaran. Can't find a way there. Nagpapasahan lang sila ni Kalukaran. And now Kalukaran, under pressure, goes all the way back to the back line. Wade again. Still unable to find a way forward. Babalik sila sa left flank with the Kalukaran here. Harada nakaabang sa kaliwa, but he is also a marked man here. And looks like that challenge would go to Tuloy. A foul has been called to their advantage, and Harada again losing that ball. Look at how that happened. Capistrano making it hard for him. Now Tuloy has that ball, moving it to the opposite side. Good control here, pero mukhang nagawa ng paraan na maibalik ni Loyola ang possession sa kanila. They need to make good of this run. Ano losing that ball. But Loyola tried to get it back. Looks like they do. Playing it to Ano right down that box. Unsuccessfully so though, but at an expense of a corner. Loyola has an opportunity to drive that box in with a good delivery here. At mukhang si Kalukaran ang magdadala nito papasok. So, what's their game plan now? In comes the delivery. May mga tao sa gitna. Someone can get to it. Wade could not direct it. Loyola still has it, but Tuloy just overcrowds them. And now Tuloy almost had an opportunity to get away, but that pass still goes back into the possession of Loyola there. Passing it all the way back to Coscolluela. Restart. Loyola still with the possession with this run. They need to make it good. Harada now, passing it towards the middle. Trying to lay it off to Winter here, but intercepted very well by Tuloy. And that aerial battle would also end up in Tuloy's favor with this throw-in. And with the crowd here, cheering Tuloy on, this could be an even more higher and a more taller order to fulfill for the men in white. Looks like this is definitely a foul right there. A lot of contact coming from JV Kalukaran. May aabante na naman ni Tuloy. Tuloy not opting to pass it forward. Pero lilipat sila sa kaliwang bahagi. Muntik-muntik na. Lupango loses that. Tuloy recovers. Loyola gets it back. And now they would have to start something quickly here before the rest of the team could go back. Trying to find Ano there. But it's closer to a Tuloy defender. Throw in for Tuloy. In a good position here. Lupango right down the middle. And almost there. Almost goal number 4. But Hector was able to put a foot in front of it. Well, luckily it wasn't his foot that got the ball. Hector doing just enough to make it difficult for the attacker here. Kalukaran ngayon. Loyola, dahan-dahang inaabante itong bolang to. Kalukaran ulit. Babalik kay Kobayashi. Balik sa likod ngayon. Hector moving it forward. It goes back to Wade. And now Hector again. Loyola still trying to control the game. But Tuloy proving a very difficult customer here. Ano with a touch, but still loses it. Tuloy gets it back, and now they could restart with this offensive, passing it back to Antilo. Dadaan kay Capistrano. Saut. Nunez, nasa gitna. Hanapin si Lupango. Or rather, that's Siron South. Lilipat sila sa kabilang side. No, right down the middle at masyadong malapit para kay Javier Coscolwela. Trying to go for a quick one here, but Ano unable to win that aerial battle despite his height advantage. Harada. Sa kaliwa naman ngayon. Loyola with a low cross. Intercepted by Tuloy. And now they restart that attack. South there. But loses the ball with that power pass. Baka kabalik ba si Loyola dito? Well, looks like this is one way to start it off. Making sure that they don't get any more offensives right down that halfway line. Pero magiging mahirap yan. Lipat ngayon sa kanan, Loyola. Beaton could not get that pass through. Loyola still on that ball though. Moving it right down the middle. Akot trying to find someone up front. Only finds the goalkeeper instead. Antilo passing it quickly, and now Tuloy is on the get-go yet again. Pero ngayon hindi sila binibigyan ng masyadong freedom, but almost finding that chink in the armor, that almost always exposed right side there. Shot from distance, Harada. Well, he has to have a go. You'll never know when those would find their way. Kailangan lang nilang ituloy-tuloy yan. But looks like Tuloy will be doing the tuloying here. Abante sa with Saut right down that right flank. Mukhang nakuha ni Kalukaran kay Saut. Aabante ngayon Loyola. Trying to find Ano right down the front. Intercepted though by the back line. Nunez now for Tuloy, finding his teammate right down the left flank. Hindi nga lang makakalusot ngayon. Loyola mas handa para sa opensiba na yan. Harada could have a chance here if he could control it right down the box. No, sabi ni referee, hindi daw yan. No call. Referee just waving that off. Michael Barajas not convinced. But the ball still remains with Loyola. And Winter trying to put the ball in. Kind of looked like a shot, but it was too close to the keeper anyways. Look at the contact. Here, nakita ni Harada na hindi niya maaabutan ng bola. So he decided to Maybe see if he could get a contact or two here from the defender. Loyola still with this offense. Si Ano nasa gitna. Two players right down the middle try to go for goal. But the glory was not there yet. Harada was asking for it though, and he was in a better position to shoot. So it looks like it might be back to the drawing board for Loyola, but they have to stop this offensive from Tuloy first. Mukhang eto na naman si Cyril Saot. Medyo gumit na siya ng konti dun. Poor pass from him, hindi makukuha ni Nunez. Loyola gets it back. Hinahanap ni Harada ang bola. Pero siya mismo hindi mahanap ni Akot. Too late for him now. Kalukaran tries to get away. But a good defensive tackle there from Cyril Saot. At mukhang dahil nga sa init ng panahon, kahit na hinahanap-hanap natin ang araw ngayon, this calls for another water cooling break kasi nga mainit dito sa Pilipinas. Pero how was that for the first half? Star Polaris is the official match ball of the Philippines Football League, and boy, it has been played well, this ball. Magandang pagkakataon to para maka-recuperate, redrawing ng mga plano tong si Loyola. Meanwhile, Tuloy has to keep this momentum going. They are in a great position here. Look at those passes right there. Nice and cleanly done. Itong particular na to, talagang walang nakahabol kay Lupango, who's now on a brace. And then this goal from South. Unguarded, unmanned. And then this beautifully done. Well, we are back to live action, and Tuloy is still over this ball and over Loyola right now. A bit of a rough tackle there, and right in front of the referee, calling a foul on Mauro John Akot. At medyo may konting pag-uusap pa between the referee and Wade. Mukhang hindi pa tapos ang opensiba ni Tuloy because they still opt to move this forward. They're already in a good position, but you're never too sure, especially kung ganito pa kahaba ang laro. 31 minutes of playing. We've just gone over the first quarter of this game. South still unguarded here. Nice cross right down the opposite flank. But not the right control for Tuloy. Still, they get and continue with the possession. Pero yung poor pass na yan, babalik lang din sa Loyola ngayon ang bola. Harada now. Trying to make himself the target man. Takaya Harada. Pero still at this point, he has not been able to make a lot of offensives on his own. Those attacks are still a little bit blunt, to be honest. But they can still have an opportunity to sharpen their tools here, Loyola. Tuloy with the throw. Medyo dumidilim-dilim na nga ang panahon dito at medyo lumalakas na rin ang hangin. Pero that wouldn't stop football from being played. South for Tuloy tries to get that one with his touches. And he manages to control. Passes back. And Tuloy still moving it forward. Naughty Nunez, the skipper. Makikita na naman ba nila si Saot sa kanan? Napatigil nga ng konti si Haligi doon. Haligi again. Lays it off for Nunez. But Nunez was blocked there and denied by the Loyola defenders. Ngayon si Loyola naman na may pagkakataon. Ako. Or rather, Ano. Loses that ball. Tuloy regains it. Yan yung sinasabi natin eh. Loyola can get that ball forward and they can get that ball moving. Pero when it comes to getting that ball into the final third, medyo pumupurol yung atake nila. They have the numbers, they have the players. Pero yung delivery dyan sa harapan, that's pretty much what their challenge is right now. And then this defense, 3 against 4. They are outnumbered here. And that could have been another nail to their coffin. But Loyola thankfully will just get to defend a corner instead. Medyo hinayaan nga nila. They do push men forward and that's currently what the exchange would be. Kapag ikaw ang naglagay ng tao sa harapan, medyo magkakaroon nga ng delay. Pagka sila naman ang nakakuha ng bola. Shifting from offense to defense. Yan ang pinakamalaking challenge dito. Pero right now, they really are looking to put more people in front for a better chance to score. Because at that moment, even if they do manage to close the defense off at hindi na nila mahayaan na maka-score si Tuloy, it's still a challenge for them to put the ball into the back of the net themselves. Loyola continuing with this run of play. Hector tries to move it along the right flank. Babalik kay keeper. Wade naman. Harada, who has been a marked man from the beginning. Hector trying to move it along. Looks like he successfully does. Mukhang aabante tayo sa kanang bahagi. Ano. Poor pass from him. Clearance from Tuloy and an opportunity for Tuloy to push the ball into the box, but an offside is called against the Tuloy player. Medyo nga nauna na sa pinakahuling defender si John Sahor. Loyola ngayon, hindi nag-aatubiling i-abante to. Calucaran unable to head it forward, but Harada still gets to keep it for his team. Tries to lay it off for Calucaran. Calucaran now. Can he lay it off to someone in the box? Not this time around. Well guarded by Siron Saut. Calucaran was almost away. All he had to do was put and find someone there. Pero there were a lot of defenders in that box. He had to think for a split second there. And Saut was able to clean up before. Corner delivery. Opportunity for Loyola. Ano! And they pull one back. Loyola now on the scoreboard here. Frank Isaac Ano finding the back of the net courtesy of that header. Great delivery. And looks like it's not going to be a Tuloy show after all. Beaten with a delivery that rocks the defense from Tuloy. Antilo spills it. Finding a hungry Ano. And it could be game on just for them. But Tuloy still unrelenting in this pressure. Nice layoff to South. Tried to find Halike. Still Tuloy with this one. Over the bar though. Naughty Nunez, the skipper, tries. And that was a really close one too. Knowing now that Loyola has been able to answer them, they cannot be too wasteful this time around. Because this might still just be another game that could go down the wire. Foul been given in favor of Loyola. And in they go with this free kick here. Shifting direction. But the ball didn't make its way all the way to Harada. But this is going to be Wade's to clean up. Passes it to Coscolwela. Coscolwela goes for the long one. Pero hindi aabot kay Harada. Saot ngayon, nakuha for Tuloy. Laban sa dalawa, gets past both of them easily. Halike though, after receiving that ball, concedes it. Again, babalik sa Loyola ang bola, but the referee has halted the game. Halike is on the ground as we speak. Michael Barajas going in to check on him. Mukhang hindi pa tumatawag ng medical attention si referee Michael Barajas. And looks like he might not need to. Halike back up on his feet. South getting past the two defenders like it was nothing there. Pero Halike there was not ready to be tackled. Pagharap niya, may malaking boom. And the drop ball now for Loyola. And the play resumes. Wade from the back line. Harada making that run. Will the ball get to him? No, it won't. Capistrano with that interception. And now South passes it back. And now it's with his other brother. South now passes to Nunez. Trying to find Halike up front. Wade gets to it first. Tuloy manages to get that ball from the air, but unable to keep it. Loyola now with this attack. Trying to find Ano up front. No go, but the referee has blown his whistle for another foul. And a player is on the ground again. Medyo napatalsik siya dun with that challenge from Wade. Really strong challenge from the tall defender. But looks like early into this game, Loyola will have to do something and quick. And looks like they will be changing personnel here. Looks like Charlie Beaton will be replaced by Sidibe. And looks like in comes Theodore Travis
Substitution for Loyola FC.
for Akot.
Player number 7, Charlie Yasi Beaton, replaced by player number 9, Ismail Sidibe. For player number 28,
Trying to inject a little bit more energy right down the flanks here. Loyola.
Theodore Travis.
Harada with the ball. Cannot get it away from Capistrano. Ngayon babalik kay Capistrano with this throw. Kahanap ng dadaanan yan. Loyola intercepts. Could Loyola keep it forward? Nicely done there by Winter. But loses it though. Halike now tries to lay it off for his teammate. One-on-one. Great response from Coscolhuela. And looks like Loyola can get to keep this one. Ano now. Looks like he could be open here. Lays it off to his teammate. But poor first touch there from Sidibe. And looks like it's back to the drawing board for Loyola again. But man, was that close. Ano was already able to get that ball into the middle of the box. Had the first touch been there for Sidibe, they could have been in on goal here. But that could be an effective substitution by the head coach, Rox Dorlas. Saut, unable to move it forward. Babalik kay Capistrano. Hinahabol ng Loyola. High press from them. Saut lays it all the way back to the keeper. Antilo passes it long but unable to find someone up front. Ball might go back to him, but the referee has called offside on the goal scorer for the men in white. Tuloy ngayon, medyo nahihirapan na. But looks like halftime might be upon us. 2 minutes of stoppage. Saut finding a teammate forward. Nunez gets it forward now. Halike. Hindi niya na nahabol, maipasa kay Sahor. Pero still Tuloy with this ball. Sahor ngayon. Sahor, can he put it in? Into the box. Minakabang, and it was a Loyola player. Tuloy still gets to keep the ball though. Right outside the box, maghahanap ngayon ng panibagong daan. Mukhang no entry dyan. Loyola ngayon babalik. Harada, humarurot na, but no can do. Under pressure, but Tuloy able to cope for now. Good pressure there from Travis. And Loyola almost in a good position with Harada finding the ball sa gitna, but the defender is able to cope with it too. Halike sa harapan. Tumatakbo si Sauer sa gitna. Can he get it through? It gets away from his man. And another shot on goal, and looks like it's in. Goal number 4. Just right at the death. And it could be a goal from the number 17, John Lloyd Halike. Nicely done from Tuloy after the relentless pressure. Defense was able to put bodies in the way this time around. But looks like it kind of bounced off the foot of the defender right there. Well, that would be the last action of this first half. Looks like there will be plenty of things to discuss here for the Loyola team. With a 3-goal deficit, they look to be the team who needs to make the most adjustments. But on the other hand, the boys in red, Tuloy, surprisingly putting a performance of their lives right now against Loyola with 4 goals to the goods. Courtesy of a brace from Yastin Lupango. And 1 goal apiece for Cyril Saut and John Lloyd Halike. Well, we could be in for another good second half here if Loyola can make the important key changes in this upcoming second half. Makakakita tayo dito ng mas exciting na laro. But we'll just have to wait and see. So for now, we end that first half. Tuloy FC 4, Loyola FC 1. We'll be right back, folks.
Football teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully. Then go on to do our best in the next game. Follow this trail, boys. Let your opponents and teammates remember your name. Let play a role in the future of football.
With Kelme, leave your mark.
Football teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully. Then go on to do our best in the next game. Follow this trail, boys. Let your opponents and teammates remember your name. Let play a role in the future of football.
With Kelme, leave your mark.
Football teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully. Then go on to do our best in the next game. Follow this trail, boys. Let your opponents and teammates remember your name. Let play a role in the future of football.
With Kelme, leave your mark.
Football teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully. Then go on to do our best in the next game. Follow this trail, boys. Let your opponents and teammates remember your name. Let play a role in the future of football.
With Kelme, leave your mark.
Football teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully. Then go on to do our best in the next game. Follow this trail, boys. Let your opponents and teammates remember your name. Let play a role in the future of football.
With Kelme, leave your mark.
Football teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully. Then go on to do our best in the next game. Follow this trail, boys. Let your opponents and teammates remember your name. Let play a role in the future of football.
With Kelme, leave your mark.
Football teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully. Then go on to do our best in the next game. Follow this trail, boys. Let your opponents and teammates remember your name. Let play a role in the future of football.
With Kelme, leave your mark.
Football teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully. Then go on to do our best in the next game. Follow this trail, boys. Let your opponents and teammates remember your name. Let play a role in the future. Then go on to do our best in the next game. Follow this trail, boys.